Guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Sugar of Fiery Moon, and I'm here to do the weekly collective reading. This is for all signs and does not pertain to any specific zodiac sign. So just remember, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that it could be for, any of your planet placements and or houses. Because I will begin, calling out the zodiac signs. If you're familiar, with my channel, you know that I don't do that. But, with this new energy, we're gonna, see how that works. Know that it could be your zodiac sign or a zodiac sign of someone you may be dealing with, connected to, or energetically around. Or it could just be the zodiac sign energy that you're harnessing. So don't get too caught up in the signs. That's part of the reason why I, had steered away from it. But I'm being guided today, to start calling out, the signs. But we're gonna jump right in. I'm starting off with the wild unknown animal spirit to grab just some overall energy, and then we'll follow up with the tarot. So in regards to this week, what messages need to come through for the collective? What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, and understanding do we need as it pertains to the collective? I'm gonna do one more. Alright, so bottom of the deck we have the elk, which is earth energy. It's also a masculine energy. And up under that we have the hummingbird, which is air energy. What it feels like with this elk energy, it has me feeling like there's some type of, I almost feel like processing going on, whether this energy is you or someone else. I feel like it may be you as the watcher, but like I said, roles can be vice versa or interchangeable. And if that's the case, just switch it around. But I feel like it's some processing of some, incoming information. And it almost is making me feel like whatever information or intuition or whatever it is, it's making me feel like, first of all, it's coming through the upper chakras for this masculine energy, but it's almost like whatever they may be coming into is almost prompting them to want to speak with this hummingbird energy. because then we have the golden egg. So this could be, it's a symbol, it's the spirit symbol. So it's like a symbol of, what I get off of that is, like being protected, but it is also giving me an energy of like nesting. Like I feel like, especially with this Virgo energy, that sixth house energy, like I feel like if this golden egg is you, like you're almost like in an energy of like, I feel like, putting things in order, getting things in order. And there could be, someone in this energy that is seeing this, watching you, and wanting to communicate. But I just feel like they're very tight-lipped. I feel like they're just watching right now. But it's almost like, especially with the cheetah, like the bottom of the deck is speaking today. With the cheetah, especially this fire energy here, whatever information like they're getting, or having like some type of insight towards you, is making me feel like it's driving some type of passion for them to like just come towards you. And say it with the ego, or express whatever needs to be expressed, because then we have that fire energy too, but it's air energy. But color wise down here, it's almost like, well, just like I said, I feel like they're being very tight-lipped, like they don't want to let this communication out. But let's see what actually comes out. That's just what I'm feeling. So what messages do we need? So out we have the dragonfly, which is air energy, the oyster, and the fish, both water energy. Then the bottom of the deck we have the sea serpent, which is another spirit card. And it's making me feel like with the sea serpent, like spirit is definitely trying to guide either you or this person to like some type of communication, especially with all this air that's coming out. But it's almost like what I'm getting off of this zebra. This zebra is giving me the same energy as the elk, although it's fire. But we've seen how those antlers were lit up. It's almost like I said, they're seeing and they're wanting to communicate. But it's almost like, you know how they say you can't change the stripes on a zebra. This person could be being, very stubborn, which I also feel that energy here with the oyster. But I also feel like, like I said, I feel like something is being tightly constricted. But I also feel like this oyster energy could be you. Almost in a way, like, I feel like you may have even retracted your energy from this person. And like I was like, they're wanting to come towards you as this fish. But it's like, nah, like, It's almost like you could even be being protected by spirit, who's, you know, watching this and kind of what I feel like is like orchestrating this. But they're like, no, you can't just come in, you have to speak first with this dragonfly, especially with the blue, that throat chakra energy. You have to speak first. So whatever that may be, I don't know. And I feel like if you're this oyster energy, you're busy, like putting things together. So it's almost like I'm feeling energy like I don't have the time. Because it's almost like as this fish, they're evading something that they already know. I feel a very evasive energy here with this little crescent moon here. Because it's like they keep trying to swim around it. But let's see. And no, this could be anybody. Tarot is not just exclusive to love readings. So this could be, you know, a friend, a family member, a mother, father, brother, sister. So in regards to this energy and story, what messages do we need for this week as it pertains to the collective? What messages do we need as it pertains to the collective? What messages do we need? So bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, which again is, you know, some type of communication in regards to, you know, the emotions, or some type of emotional communication. It could be a apology, which was like why I felt the energy of like, no, you have to speak first. So someone may need to apologize, or you may need to apologize to someone. But it's almost like with the Ten of Pentacles, you're fighting it, like you're holding back from communicating. And what it's doing is it's causing this Five of Wands, like within you, energy. It's like creating an emotional conflict. But it's like because you're almost repressing this communication. Look at this. Thank you, Spirit. The cards are saying, like, stop with the Four of Swords. Stop doing that. Because I also feel like with this sea serpent, it's like a pattern, or like a cycle that like Spirit is warning you to, like, almost like you need to stop this cycle. So maybe you could be in the energy of someone who doesn't communicate how they feel, or represses their, you know, represses expressing their feelings. But what it's doing is it's causing you conflict within yourself. and it become a burden. It's like you're carrying an unnecessary burden when you can just express yourself. So what the cards are saying is like, stop, take a break from doing that, and actually just go and say what you want to say. Express how you feel with this Ace of Cups, because the Page of Cups carries the Ace of Cups. And it's like, just let it flow. Like, but again, it's like I said, you're being stubborn with the Four of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. And the cards are saying, like, especially from the Four of Swords to the Ten of Swords is the Six of Swords. It's like, in this cycle so that you can move forward. Because the Six of Swords is movement. What messages do we need in regards to this energy and spread for the collective for this week? Yes, Spirit. I love it. Oh, look at that. And I do not keep my cards in the reverse. This whole deck is upright. And this came out reverse. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. So what we have out is the Four of Wands with the Ace of Swords, or Eight of Swords, excuse me. The Six of Wands, the Magician, the Chariot, and the Ten of Wands reversed. Yes. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles, and the Justice card, and we have the Empress. So, what I'm feeling is like, if this Empress is you, and it's, you know, put it like this, if this Empress is you, you're almost in this is you in this oyster energy, okay? And what I feel like is you're someone who, you know, especially with Justice here, you're someone who's coming out of this period of, you know, almost some type, it could be, the Six of Pentacles could be looked at as an imbalance, but it is the minor arcana to the Justice card, the major arcana. But I'm also feeling like, where previously, like a previous cycle of yours with this Sea Serpent energy, you know, you could have been, you know, giving more than you were receiving in a situation. But with Justice here, it's almost like you've cut out that energy. You know, it's almost like you started, or you're someone who is able to like express themselves effectively, but you being in this oyster energy, you know, you're, you know, and this is like giving me the same energy as the Empress. It's almost like, you know, you're growing, you're nurturing something. Like I said, I felt that nesting energy. And it's like, you've stepped in and, you know, you're basically just, the only thing I can feel is like you're whole all by yourself. So it's like you're cutting off anything that is not balanced or reciprocal. Anything that comes towards you that's not legit, really, that's not honest, that's, you know, there's an equal give and take, you're cutting that energy off, because it almost feels like with this Empress energy that you're sitting in, you have, you know, you have cultivated like a safe space for yourself. So you're blocking off anyone who doesn't communicate effectively in that dragonfly energy, and anyone who is, you know, this fish is almost giving me like a Seven of Swords energy, like anyone who is, you know, evasive or, you know, manipulative, or, you know, it's just giving me that energy with that fish. And by you stepping into this energy and doing that for you, it brought you into that place of, you know, balance, the Four of Wands. Where previously, you know, you were stuck in, you know, some type of cycle, whether it was, you know, physically, mentally, or spiritually, you were stuck. But it's like you manifested your way out of it with the Magician. And, you know, you're moving forward. And it's not, you know, I don't feel with this Six of Wands that it's not out of ego. It's out of ego or pride. It's almost out of like, how can I put it? It's really giving me an energy of like surety, like, because you're sure of yourself. And what this process has done was turn you into the Chariot. And release a burden that you were carrying with the Ten of Wands, you know, in reverse. Because I feel like that's the burden being dropped. Because in the upright, it's like you're still holding on to it. You haven't dropped it yet. But in the reverse, they all fall down. Is how I see it. But if this is another person in regards to you, or you in regards to another person, them speaking, expressing themselves is what is going to bring them out of that Five of Wands energy and into the Four of Wands, which is that internal balance. You know, it's being, how can I put it? Like I'm still getting that energy of like just being sure within themselves. It's really gonna be like a release. It's almost like peace that will come by this person, or you if it's you, expressing themselves. But you know, it's like they're trapped by their mind. And it could have been someone who was, you know, almost like I'm feeling that give and take energy really heavy. Someone that, you know, maybe it was an imbalanced relationship with, someone that I almost feel like if it's somebody else, they were like a taker. Or they were given more to someone else, or, you know, like another situation or circumstance, more than investing in it, like what it looks like they want with you. But with Justice here, it's almost like this is spirit coming in for this person, like, until you cut off this behavior. Or, you know, with the Six of Pentacles, it's giving me like an energy like, well, I'm only going to do something to get something back. But Justice is saying like, no, you need to cut that out if you want this person. Or even if they want to step into this energy for themselves. Because with the Six of Wands here, you know, they could have been someone who was, like I said, I felt that seven of Swords with this fish energy. And if, you know, this fish is someone who's wanting to come towards you, they're still like almost moving out of ego and trying to like I feel control or like manipulate the energy to their liking. but they are like wanting to come towards you, because it's almost like with them staying in this energy, it's like they realize it, and it's it's already created a burden within them, and maybe even within the situation with you all, that is needed to be dropped. But I also, see them, by going ahead and speaking, they will come out of this repressive, almost restrictive energy, and that will free them up to come towards you. But I'm going to look at the Eight of Swords. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Yeah, we have the Seven of Wands. So there was, there could be some resistance that this person is, it's like the what they're making up in their mind, because I almost feel like they're making it up, is creating a block from them moving forward. Because from the Four of Wands to the Seven of Wands is the Three of Wands, which is that forward focus, movement energy for me. And it's almost like they're like, it's just giving me like it's an energy of being afraid of change with the Nine of Wands and the Tower. Because the Tower is change, but the Nine of Wands is like being weary of change. And if this is you, like I explained in the first scenario, as that Empress, is like you've turned your, how can I say it? Like, it's almost like with this Eight of Swords, you turned your, I don't know how to say it. It's almost like you turned you released your fears and established boundaries. And if that's the case, that's what, for you, if this is in regards to another person or people that are in this energy, they need to release their fears and learn to not let their fear block them, because I feel like they've created this block all on their own. Now let's look at the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? Yes. So with the Chariot, if this is just you, you've stepped into, you've ended or are ending a cycle of like letting your, fears get the best of you in a way. And what you're doing is like you've transformed yourself out of, fear, stepped into, being sure of yourself. So what you're going towards is like, you've opened up and became more balanced. And it's almost showing you how to receive, because I feel like if this is all you were a giver. You were always giving. But now that you're balanced, this is teaching you how to receive. And like I said, if this is another person in regards to you, or you could be on the other side of this too, they are learning the lesson of being a taker. Where you've learned the lesson of being a giver, they are learning the lesson of being a taker. And they're coming in to almost, for number one, to express themselves as this Page of Cups. But some of them may also be coming towards you with an offer. love or just of some, heartfelt communication, or trying to offer a new beginning, like a new emotional start between the two of you. And let's look at the Ten of Wands. Tell me why the Ten of Wands is in reverse. The Ten of Wands reversed. Yep. So yeah, it's like they're almost letting go of that stubbornness with the Four of Cups. And you see, like, it's like they're no longer blocking this Ace of Cups energy. And if this is you all by yourself, it's like, how can I put it? You could have always been in this energy, like feeling rejected from people, places and or things. But what it's doing for you is it's creating this Ten of Pentacles energy. A new, like, how can I put it? Like a new internal foundation. Like you have new, not new, but like almost like enhanced values. It helped create some type of, a more solid structure within you. And with that being done, like, yeah, you have a new beginning coming in with the Ace of Wands. And you're leaving this energy behind as the Five of Pentacles. And if this is someone else, like I said, they are releasing this stubborn energy. Because it's like they're wanting to start, like I said, I have a new start at building something that first will last. Because either whether you left them out in the cold or they left you out in the cold, they are lacking, like, almost, the only word I can think of is like balance in their own value system. So the zodiac signs that are out here, it's a lot of fire out here. So Aries, Leo, Sag, we got air, Gemini, Libra and Aquarius, and there's water, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So you could be any of those signs, or you could be dealing with someone of those signs, or that could be energy that you're harnessing. I will say there is Virgo here and the Magician. Yeah, there's Virgo here and the Magician. So basically everybody's here. And then with the Ten of Pentacles, that's more Earth energy. So let's grab the guidance or advice. Feeling like wisdom of the oracle for the guidance. Nice. To this energy and spread. Messages you need for the collective as it pertains to this energy for the week. What messages do we need? say there's a change in the wind. At the bottom of the deck with serendipity, which I feel like is, serendipity is looked at as like I said, I feel like spirit is orchestrating this. So there may be, something that, you may see that may happen that may help you get along if you're not already there yet, depending on where you are in the timeline. Yeah, it's a transformation. Bottom of the deck, we have regeneration. Well, that's going to be that change in the wind. And for some of you, you're going to see this change in the wind, within someone, or they are seeing this change within you, which is almost like prompting them to clean it up, like almost get their act together. That's for some of you. But the guidance or advice is, we have happy, and then a fork in the road. So what that's making me feel like is, this is the energy that, some of you are in. And it's because it's almost like you made a choice to change yourself. But if you're not in this energy yet, and this is the energy that you would like to harness, if the cards are saying, like, you have to choose. Do you really want to be happy? And if you do, it's going to require you to, change some of your ways. It's like you can't keep, as they say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing but expecting different results. If you want different results, you have to do something different. And I'll even go as far as saying, like, 10 times out of 10, just you creating that awareness and then stepping into that energy and actually taking action is not going to lead you somewhere wrong. It will not lead you, you won't be steered wrong, because whatever you're feeling that's making you want to go after or harness this energy, it's because there's something else there that is fueling this. But it's almost like it's a void. And the only way by filling that void is by being your true authentic self. Some of you, it may be an energy that, other people are not familiar with because they've never seen, that side of you. But it's like I always say, if you're not being your authentic self, you're doing yourself like a disservice. And they're saying, like, no, get right and just, the Ace of Cups is authenticity. It's saying, like, just get right and go for it. And if you have to leave something, on one side because you chose the other side, then you have to deal with that, whether it's positive or negative. But to be in this energy of, wanting this happy, but not wanting to actually make a conscious decision, the decision is going to be made for you. And what's going to end up happening is, if you let the decision be made for you, you're going to have, as we've seen in the cards, that tower moment that you fear, because the universe is like, well, you're showing me, you're telling me one thing, but you're showing me another. What do you want? And like they say, time waits for no man. And so they're gonna, the universe gets fed up too if you're not out here doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like they, it's confusing to them. So you know what? They're not gonna reward you for that. They're gonna give you more of what you've already been going through until you learn the lesson. Because it's like you're confusing yourself, number one. But it's not even, it's like you're choosing to, confuse yourself. So that energy that you're putting out, conflicting energy. So what, do you know what the universe is going to do? Is be like, oh, yeah, they like conflict, let's throw this in there. Oh, they like that. Let's give them that. Because that's, you know, what you're showing them through that you're manifesting it. So, you know, say what you need to say. Feel what you're feeling. Allow yourself to do that too. Don't try to evade or like almost sidestep in this energy if this is you. You know, or even if it's to, you know, a cross watcher and you're dealing with somebody like that. This is what they're going through. And some of you, you know, depending on what side you're on, you're showing them how to do this, but they're scared. And it's natural, but it's listen. You want something, you got to get it. It requires co-creating with the universe. And, you know, from, like they say, as within, so without. And if you're feeling conflicted and fucked up on the inside, what do you think you're going to keep seeing on the outside? But until you decide to, like, you know, say, I don't want to feel like this no more. I'm tired of dealing with this constant, you know, cycle. I have to do something different. Don't be afraid of that. Do not be afraid of that. But that's the weekly for this week. As always, I thank you guys for tuning in with me. And always sending love and light out to you all. Hope you guys, you know, enjoy the week. I will be doing the new moon reading, which I'll post tomorrow. And, you know, you guys, like, just stay positive, stay safe, and stay, you know, step into the energy. That's what I'll say. Step into the energy and allow it to help you. Because for some of you, spirit is they got a hawk eye on you. They got an eye on you. And it's time to, you know, release the restrictions. So, again, thank you. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right, later.